oh, we're all gonna get very, very hard. Even the women, we know it's happening. Prepare for mountainous nipples. Both your own and in-game, I'm sure. This is Mass Effect after all. It's not bad, I just don't like how bursty the burst is. There's so much just pausing in between. Ow! Come on, man, it's just the equivalent of a stubbed toe. Can you just leave me alone? Oh, that's how that works. Each individual, like, chunk of health will restore. And I think once you get down to the last two, they'll restore each other as well, but I could be entirely wrong. Agreed. Too much was riding on the namesake. Wait, did I mess that sentence up? If you mean the last one, no, I understand what you mean. Because that Andromeda's not bad. Andromeda's not good by any means. It's got some really good ideas. Like I said, the combat's fucking amazing. And there are some really sweet character moments. Much as I hate to say it, that BioWare magic they always used to talk about when everyone was like scared after Inquisition, because Inquisition was a pile of heaping, burning dog shit. In my opinion, it's not that bad. It's just, oh my god, that's the slowest, most painful game I've ever played. It's like a alpha MMO, but single player. With like a really, really good story if you dig the fuck in and try really hard. It's got the best lore writing in the entire series, but you have to read it. It's not told to you. You never see it. It's just in like random stones that you could pick up, and that's it. But that BioM magic does exist in Andromeda. Like, they still are able to write characters like no one else. But then Liam also exists. The fucking football hooligan that everyone definitely wants to ride around with in space. But I really like Drac. PB was fine, if a little bit just like an over-the-top copy of Tali, maybe? Oh no, that does such a disservice to Tali. What the fuck is that? The sniper is like a shotgun. That is far too much smashing. That is a wide water balloon full of whipped cream that we're just sending at him. Well, you'd hope it's whipped cream. I don't know anyone whose spunk is that perfectly pure white, honestly. There's always a little bit of, gelatinous discoloration. Maybe I'm just really sick. There's always a little bit of blood in there, you know what? Am I right, lads? At least if you know what you're doing. If you're pumping away at an adequate pace. That your father would be proud of. I really hope I didn't do that mid-fucking throw. Please tell me that didn't land up my mouth. Oh, I like that it doesn't just do the full throw arc. It technically comes out of their hand as it fucking would and as it fucking should. That's really cool. I also really like the fucking flashlight that exists now.
I recognize a few, but I can't say I knew them. As the only Asari here, I think perhaps I was viewed with a little suspicion. I spent most of my time researching alone, translating. I'm still not clear on what you discovered. Bits and pieces, really. Clues. It took them centuries to conquer the Protheans. In that time, the few Prothean survivors searched desperately for a way to stop the Reapers. If my translations are correct, they found a way. But in the end, they didn't have the resources to follow through with their plan.
I'm so fucking excited. Mass Effect 3 hits so fucking hard, dude. The stakes are unlike anything I've really seen. And again, like, a lot of games, like, everything will die, all of existence will disintegrate as we fucking know it. And all the cute old ladies will be sad if you don't succeed. But there is no one who really drives home those stakes like Mass Effect fucking 3 does. I've never really felt like... anyone with stakes this high, you can normally think it's like, this is a bit of a stupid story and everything. That's really, like, over the top. They could have told something small. Mass Effect 3 feels like it's earned the fact that the entire world is going to bleed. And that is fucking fascinating. I don't know how they did it. This is BioWare at their fucking peak.
We have access to the labs. They'll take us right to the tram station.
I also love how much dialogue you'll get in the middle of a fucking mission. No matter who you bring, and there'll always be stuff to say to each other. It's like the elevator conversations from the first game, but without the elevator. Without the stupid, boring loading screens.
Doctor, I'll get your report as soon as...
I guess we know how Cerberus got in.
I should have realized it when I met her. I was just so focused on finding a way to stop the Reapers.
You know those characters you like? They die. Not when you use James as a massive hulking pincushion, they fucking don't. Honestly, just like, throw that man into the skybox, he'd absorb anything that the Reapers could fucking throw at you. There is so much mass. There's so much capacity. He could absorb all the fucking... I'm not even convinced he'd die. You know how many fucking pull-ups that man does? You know how much that's actually incorporated into the fucking game as the worst minigame of all time that brings Mass Effect 3 from a 10 out of 10 right down to a 2? I hate that thing, and I will be completing it no matter what, because I haven't done it before. I've never sat through it, and since I'm on stream, it seems like the perfect fucking time to waste everyone's time and not just my own. Don't blame yourself.
Stopping the Reapers is the only thing we should be focused on. It's not your fault.
But what if we're wrong? What if there's no way to stop them? What if these are our last days and we spend them scurrying around trying to solve a problem we can't fix?
Liara.
I know. I shouldn't think that way. I don't know how you do it. You've always stayed focused even in the worst situations.
I'm flirting with you! Why am I flirting with you? I was with Tali! I guess we banged at the end of the DLC. It wasn't much of a bang. I sort of just was like tickling my way up your spine and pressure pointed you until like your eyes fell out of your head. I don't really think that was sex. Didn't show anything. I imagine it was just a lovely platonic tickle fight. I remember the ones I love and also
When
tickle.
there's so much at stake, I think about my friends.
She has the advantage. She's got too many
What I'd
tentacles, man.
lose if
Too
I
many
failed.
appendages.
Me too.
We'll stop them, Liara. Together.
Shepard,
I
Tali's
believe you.
been away for
Or
5
I believe
minutes.
that you believe. Maybe that's enough. Okay, doors open. We can get to the labs and tram station through there.
Good. Let's move.
I love the way that even in cutscene, Shepard draws his fucking murder weapon that has claimed 1,000 lives so far, probably even just in this game, to shoot at a graph. Fuck that graph. It reminds me of digging for resources in the last game, and nothing was more painful. How dare you? How dare you make me suck off that many planetary marbles? The celestial bodies really deserve that. Was probing Uranus not enough? Do I really have to probe onto Rom? I can't remember a single other planet in the entire fucking series that is basically my life. Whatever. You've literally fucked Liara every possible opportunity. And like, but why is she flirting with me? Because I have to be on my guard, dude. I have to be on my guard and make sure that Jack isn't somehow worming away back inside of my urethra where she belongs. I'm just gonna carry around every gun. I haven't decided that I hate any of them yet. Yes, I'm trying to give you mods. Let me give you fucking what are you doing? Please, God, why? Can I not mod you right now? We found a sniper scope. Maybe I need to go back to base and research it at some point. Okay, makes sense. But then why would you even leave a bench here? Don't know. Very, very scared. Very much moving on. Are we full ammo? We're full ammo in absolutely everything. So there's only one option, and obviously it's the sniper. I like how we've unlocked the ability to have a sniper scope, and this fucking thing's just sitting here. Trying to act cool. Trying to oh, fuck! Trying to pretend it doesn't exist so the game doesn't get mad. Oh, but it did give us 3 fucking nades, which I'm gonna waste instantly, because there's no other choice. Singularity right now. I hope that the UI is a little bit stretched. So that's no longer an orb. The black hole is pregnant. Jesus Christ. Who cares about the fucking Reapers ending the world when the black hole is pregnant? Does it shit out another black hole? An even larger black hole? If it's, like, pregnant with another black hole, then surely that black hole is gonna suck in the black hole, which is gonna become a bigger black hole, sucking even more black holes, and then why is this happening? Who thought this was okay? Who allowed me to get into this existential crisis? Who gave me sapiency? Please, God. Let me go back to failing the Turing test, like that man clearly just did, throwing a nade at the ceiling only for it to bonk his little tootsies again. I forgot about the riot shield, people, and I wish I could stay that way. Why do you dare exist in my fucking presence? Oh, that's right behind my box! Please tell me you're intact? Thank fuck. I don't think breakable crates exist anymore. I don't know why fragile crates have the audacity to exist on the battlefield, where I'm gonna be the stupidest fucking war hero in the galaxy. Show some respect, damn it. We can't all be smart. We can't all have an ounce of tactics living in our brain. I don't know why I keep switching, because it means... Oh, I remember things! Hold on! Oh, now I'm excited. Now I'm... Okay, you're gonna die in a fucking second, because how dare you exist in my presence. Did you drop the box again? Don't put down the car door. I just remembered how to beat it. Just laying on the ground. Oh, that's really sad. The sniper okay, so it seems recoil tends to happen when you're being shot in the face. You get a little bit jittery, which is fair enough. Look at this! Jesus! Breakdancing got so much more advanced over the years. As if Shepard, like, ever had any more reason to be embarrassed about his dancing. Now these people exist. Who needs a stripper pole when you get to master all the forces of the universe just to make people ejaculate? I've already set 50 people on fire. Gave them a free cremation, sent them on their way, put the fun back in funeral. Okay, what do we got here? So much data. 15 view- Guys, this is my highest average viewership ever. Maybe discounting the fucking 24-hour stream. Thank you. I don't know what- I'm a complete fucking heat stroke riddled mess right now. This means the fucking world to me. I appreciate it. Pfizer, Heikel, to Kelly. You gotta assume that isn't even an alien. The fact I can't tell is probably a little bit problematic. Oops. Yeah, I know. 2 external specialists in the same week is a bit insane. But Hudson, I've heard about the Asari before. She's really well known and she's done some amazing research on the Protheans. I don't know. Zip. I know zip! Why are 90s sayings coming back? Like, the 90s was the last and possibly only decent decade that's ever fucking happened. But we didn't need that. It had its faults. It had its glaring fucking atrocities, and that's 12 of them. And about that Dr. Eva chick, but Liara Tassoni, she's the real thing. I'm attaching some of her advanced papers on Prothean culture. Read them, you'll be a believer too when you're done. Can't wait until they introduce it to the people. This is so exciting! Pfizer. But people didn't know. It's also got the most magical fucking moonwalk. No wonder people are worshipping her. Much like I did, before other blue titties were revealed to me. There are others? Oh, you're already dead? Why reveal your stupid lips to me when that's all they could fucking do? What that mouth do? Mostly bleed to death. Not a whole lot else. Congratulations. Okay, we're gonna go. I guess I should send in Ashley to our fucking death and hope for the best. None of them have actually gone down yet, which is insane. Are these all Cerberus? I can't actually tell what you're supposed to be. So I know the cluster grenades rip and tear through shields like shit. She started using these on her own. I'm so proud. Baby's first crime spree. Uh-oh. Can I just biotic charge in random directions? No, that would be far too fucking easy. What is with the remaster and how stupidly fast people move for no reason? So I believe you could shoot through the middle of their fucking shields and defeat the point of shields entirely. Also, that's a possibility. Defeat the point of existing entirely. Speaking of the 90s, let's bring back good times, be it ironically or whatever. Sad that saying/reply died of... Wait, saying/reply died a fiery death? Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. There's a lot from the 90s that needs to be brought back. Like I said, the only decade worth existing in. We're barely surviving in the fucking 20s. Oh, it's weird saying the 20s. That feels like forever ago, but it's right now. I still can't really get past the fact we were in the 2010s, let alone the 2020s, and I am like a relatively young strapping lad. Well, I'm gonna nade you immediately, and it's not really gonna accomplish anything, but whatever. They just stood still, still having that conversation, melting the entire time. Quite impressive, really. The dedication to getting that one little chunk of dialogue out. Appreciate it, man. Really needed that exposition. A lot more than you needed intact skin. Welcome to the toaster. I don't know what that means. I hate it. Right, I need to start, like, letterboxing these idiots. Is it called that? Is there a mail slot? Okay, I knew I was close. I only need to kill 10 of them that way for the achievement. I'm doing that right fucking now. Oh, so you can hit him in the shield and it will still count as, like, knockback murder. That's nice. I don't know if it does any damage, but as long as I can keep him away with a shotgun or something, I like. That was so much more efficient than before. Let's never even attempt the stupid bullshit that happened last time. Pick that up because I think it gives me XP and adds to the codec. If not, at least it raises my self-esteem by a 256th, roughly. Say good times on the regular, to be fair. She does, it's true. I existed in the 90s for 3 years, and I hope they were the greatest 3 years of your entire existence, Fastmo. Until, of course, you discovered my channel. And I hope that was, what are you doing, Shep? Why are you this excited to die? Like Lassie trying to watch the kid drown in the well. We all know that's what it was about. You've all seen the disappointed whimper once the kid finally makes its way out. Where's that nade gone? Oh, you suck at murder frisbeeing. Dude. I was better even in Mass Effect 1, and they did no damage in Mass Effect 1. In fact, nothing did any damage in Mass Effect 1. Because I played on the hardest difficulty, and clearly they didn't plan for anyone to do that in that game. I'm so dead. That's on my shoes. Ah! There is no surviving this! I need a barrier! And Vanguard is the only thing I can even get an ounce of barrier in right now. Because at least I can do this. And that adds, like, the tiniest little bit. Doesn't add enough, especially when I charge in at full fucking shields. In fact, that does nothing. Is that only replenishes? It doesn't add to shit that doesn't already exist. I just need to kill the ones that are already in here with me. You know what? That might have been the greatest fucking thing I've ever done. That was a strike. We knocked down all the fleshy pins. Oh, fuck. He walked into the black hole again! Oh, I love these guys. How were you my boss? Exactly? Like, I imagine you were some of the Eggmen that existed on my little lineup on the Normandy. Who were the exact same clones of the exact same guy over and over and over again. Apparently BioWare couldn't be bothered to model anything other than the same bald man 12 times in a row. Or maybe that's just, you know, the uniform for being in Cerberus. You have to genetically modify yourself at birth if you want this career path to be the baldest being in the entire world. It's like daily waxings of your entire face. It doesn't. I think I prefer the GMO, to be honest. Eugenics me up the earth as much as necessary. You're winning life, Horcrux. I mean, she has encountered me at least once. I was gonna be cocky, but no, which means she's thoroughly failing. I don't think she'd be too upset to hear me say that. I think that's a given at this point. Singularity should not do that. It should not throw people into the damn sky. Boko, I forget, have you ever played Mass Effect before? It is my god, I cannot recommend it enough if you have not. Oh, hold on. Was that them being stupid and nading themselves? Over and over and over and over? So, once again, with the mods I used to play with, the AI was turned really, really smart. And the only thing I can really compare it to... Oh! Holy shit! There's blind fire now! Is that blind? Can I blind shot fire headshot with a fucking sniper rifle? Yep. Yes, I fucking can. Because I'm a genius. Time to... Oh, shit! Time to never, ever, ever get hit by anything ever again. But yeah, the mods I used to play with made AI really, really, really smart. I didn't quite realize the difference that it made, because I've never played unmodded Mass Effect 3 before. I've never played an unmodded Mass Effect game before, really. The Legendary Edition is the first time, and, well, it's a remaster, so a lot's changed anyway. But holy shit, what fans were able to do with the shit that already exists was fucking incredible. I disagree, throwing people to the sky should be in every game, absolutely. There is nothing more just, like, childlike joy-filled than watching a ragdoll fly off into the fucking sky to greet its people, once and for all. To bring back the knowledge, to sing us the songs. Welcome, Kona, it's good to have you here, man. I appreciate it. Where's Ash? Wait, no! Where's my blue lady? We need your hentai afro, it's all that gets me through the day! And you were like, oh, everyone looks at me with suspicion being the only Asari here. Liara, by now, you should know that that is definitely not suspicion. You walk onto my ship after I save you from being, like, tied up the entire for most of your life. Although, you know what? Can't exactly say I didn't stay around to admire you being tied up. I've considered making that your dwellings back on the Norman. I assume you and what was the Drell man's name? I don't fucking remember, like her only other friend ever. I assume you thoroughly enjoy his torture chamber every now and then. You know, the one that nearly killed him over the course of 5 years? Definitely bondage apparatus now. Of the most explicit variety. He didn't seem all that fucked up, you know. I think he was just the Shadow Broker's willing sex slave the entire time. He even seemed a little bit sad when I brought down that massive hulking pomegranate. It's been years, and I remember some plot bits, and not much else. Bad memory is a plus and a negative. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, dude. I remember Mass Effect 3 the least. Which is weird. I thought I would remember Mass Effect 1 the least, but going through this, I remember very, very little of the starting, except the start. The beginning, that's the word I'm looking for. They all mean the same thing. I don't know why my brain was so set on finding beginning. The Exodus, that's the wrong word again. The Genesis, there you go. But yeah, I remember very, very little of this, which is strange for me, because I know it's my favorite. I am damn sure that it's selective memory. I'm damn sure that my brain is protecting me from the most traumatic gaming experience of my entire life. Because the rest of the game is just running away from Jack as she, hunts down that Shepwang. Ow! Can you fucking stop? I can't survive a single shot in this fucking game on this goddamn difficulty. And I know the sniper's not really gonna fucking do anything against a dude with shields, so I have to get lucky and hit the right boy. If I'm just randomly firing into dust, that was a headshot from that fucking distance. Completely hip fire. Nothing scarier than my boy's childbearing hips, and how fiery they may be. But hi, you adorable little man. How did you get here? How did you walk right past? Oh shit, that's actually gonna kill me. Liara, are you alive? Yes. So what the fuck is this dude doing here? How did he make it here? So the reason they added in blind fire, I imagine, is because just how fucking am I making any sense? I imagine they did it because AI does get very aggressive down the line, especially like the non-sentient necessarily, like the hive mind kind of enemies. They're assholes. They're very, very scary assholes. And they will push you with no regard for their fucking life. You know what? Much like those dudes with the giant car doors. Just coming to get my autograph. You know what? I always prefer to drive manual giraffes, but each to their own. That is the strangest, most, like, heat-stroke-riddled dad joke to ever come out of my mouth. And I need to stop now. In the words of a wise man, too many dad jokes get your girlfriend pregnant. Neither of us want that. That wise man may be the least wise man I've ever known. who has never encountered the definition of sex ever, but we still adore him, because he has brought us that genius proverb. Ow! Can you just fall over? You exist only as shields. Where is your health? There's not even a man in this. This is just a fucking suit of armor that exists through sheer will. Thinking I will revisit Mass Effect after I revisit Oblivion and Fable 2. That is, like, the holy fucking trinity of RPGs of the era, dude. I love Oblivion so fucking much. And I adore Skyrim for what it is, but it will never, ever, ever be able to capture the same fucking, like, wanderlust that Oblivion has. Even though it's like a really generic fantasy world, I just love that it still retained just enough RPG bullshittery. Like being able to craft your own spells and shit like that. That doesn't exist in Skyrim, does it? I think I've had a mod in Skyrim that allows you to craft your own spells and shit, but even that can't come anywhere close to base game Oblivion's. And hell, even Oblivion lets you mod the fuck out of it and get some truly insane shit out of it. Oblivion's incredible, Morrowind's even better. Skyrim, I love you, buddy, but are you even an RPG at this point? Yeah, let's get all elitist about, like, everyone's most beloved, most played game on Steam ever.
What's that smell? They just activated
That is what is known as corpse.
with the staff still inside.
Ah, I remember this! Yeah, there's a lot of, like, weird-ass movement puzzles in Mass Effect 3, huh? I love it. And hops up on Skooma and Newman across the map at Mach speed single-handedly destroys Skyrim. Absolutely. You can do it on Skyrim, but it's nowhere near as fun. Like, you get, like, an extra 2 steps per minute. What is the point? Fitbit would be ashamed of you. It wouldn't be proud to feed back all that data about your legs to the Chinese government. Didn't that happen? Didn't that show up, or is that just conspiracy YouTube somehow leaking into my brain? That's a high caliber barrel.
The various relics unearthed here.
What did they find?
More than I could describe in a short conversation. And they'd only
Well,
scratched
we've
the
got
surface.
forever.
There are vaults filled with Prothean data.
I will play this game for 90 hours minimum. Alright, what do we got here? Spaza. We haven't been able to decipher much, if any, of the language yet, but the visual documentation gives us some idea as to what they were studying. Namely, us. They seem particularly interested in early humanity's evolutionary process. Judging by the way they organized their files and highlighted specific occasions, it seems a bit fantastic to write this. But everything indicates that they seem to be trying to chart the curve of humanity's intellectual progression. But didn't they care about the Asari way fucking more? Well, and the Hanar, like, the Hanar witnessed them. And that's why they consider them their gods, the Enkindlers or whatever. I don't know how the Hanar are still allowed to be on the Citadel when they have primitive fucking thoughts like that. But they're adorable. They're our favorite little bubblegum squids. How could we ever resist? Can you get out of my way, please? Where am I trying to go? I need, like, this tiny little... Oh, maybe I'm trying to send them all the way to the back wall. I don't think that works either. Oh, never mind. Okay. I like that I don't like that it locks you the fuck out no matter what. I want it to be all special and, like, sneak my way right to the corner and find the extra hidden shit. But I guess I'm thinking of a different part of the game. It's weird, the random shit you remember. Like, these one puzzles, or, like, sometimes you'll look at a rock and it's like, hey! Love that rock. The greatest crewmate I've ever had. I completely forgot to level up my squad. I have 71 points. And I'm like, oh, why is the game so hard? Please, God, leave my bowels alone. It's entirely my fault. I'm the one who's left my bowels in such a state of disrepair. Where the fuck is Barrier? Do I not get it in this game? Oh, I suck. I really suck. Hit up to 2 additional targets within 2 meters of the impact point. No. Increase power and damage. No. Oh, yeah, you can get all of this shit, huh? Increase weapon damage 15%. I don't think we'll be going for that. Who the hell likes guns when you've got space wizard bullshit? Oblivion Supremacy, just, you gotta try Morrowind Horcrux. You'll hate it. I think it's very much a product of its time. I'm not sure how easy it is to access it as, like, someone who's used to, you know, real games of the modern age that actually make any fucking sense. So if you're prodding a boy with your big stabby tubes, then you probably assume he's gonna take some fucking damage, right? But no, if you've got like a 1 in weapons, you'll hit like 1 out of 100 of every fucking hit. So it's kind of agony. But if you mod that shit out, I imagine it still plays pretty incredibly. Damage and force always. I'd love to do the 2 additional targets and everything, but I think as long as they're right behind, they just do go down like adorable meat puppet dominoes. Which, by coincidence, is actually my favorite pizza of all time. Ah yes, the delicious meat puppet. Does anyone like Domino? Even in the UK, which somehow used to be our best, our best chain pizza, they have become the purest form of trash. I don't know what the hell happened, but you are guaranteeing yourself a night of just copious diarrhea. You could probably form some kind of space program out of the sheer like the world will fall out of your arse, and you will be amongst the atmosphere no matter what. Why do you do that, Domino? What happened? I used to love you when I was baby. Increase weapon damage by 15%. Increase damage and force for 15 seconds. Oh, shit, that's a really odd choice. Especially when it's a shotgun coming right out of a biotic charge. That's really, really nice. But the biotic charge into shockwave, or sometimes shockwave into biotic charge. Yeah, I think I gotta go with the power synergy. Combining biotic powers in this game is second to fucking none. Give biotic charge at 25% of not triggering a cooldown. Or more Heelys. I think I'm gonna go with more Heelys on this difficulty, which is a fucking shame because that sounds amazing. To muscle and become fearless in close quarters combat. I fear everything. Let's not try that. Yeah, in my modded game as well, there was like this, there were like these cybernetic enhancements that you could do that were like lore-friendly and everything. Like, I believe there's some you come across in the game and it just doesn't let you use any, or it like implies you use them, but it doesn't have any effect on gameplay. And that mod allowed them to have effect on gameplay. And I chose this one that gives you like Krogan strength. One bunk would have basically as much knockback power as 3 of my biotic charges. It was hilarious, but I couldn't bring myself to use it. I mean, being like, oh yeah, it's really lore-friendly and everything. It's fucking great. And then, once again, throwing people in to live with the eagles. I'm actually going to buff incendiary ammo, because I want it to affect my whole squad. I really, really like when it can do that. Odds of a target panicking, that's fucking good. Only by 4%, that's really, really sad, actually. Where's the squad thing? Squad mates gain incendiary ammo at 50% effectiveness, and compared to 6% boost to my armor damage? Yes! Yes, I would like everyone to be big warm, thank you. Increase headshot damage, ammo capacity. That's really nice for my sniper, but then again, so is that. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with headshot damage and just hope we can, pinata our way to some new fucking ammo with every boy on the battlefield. Health and armor damage. Ignite enemies with intermittent explosions. They don't make it very hard to choose with the incendiary, huh? That is fucking gorgeous. Shockwave. I want at least one of all of it. No. And then I'll figure it out as we go. There's gonna be a lot to fuck with in terms of our squad makeup real quick. How the hell do I go back? There it is. No, that just takes me... What? I just want to go to a different power. Why does it make me tab the fuck out? I gave myself fitness. I didn't even want that. Oh, and this time it fucking works. Pull is always really stupidly fucking fun for no reason. Transfer the energy of your... Oh, it's a punch. It's a punch. I fucking forgot of this. You can take off all your clothes to make your fisting extra impactful. Like, you will leave the largest dent. You will open up even, like, the tightest numb arse that, like, hasn't been touched ever since it was conceived. Your fist will be the key and you won't even need to fucking twist. Okay, sorry, I haven't been looking at chat in ages while I'm doing this. I love Skyrim, but for lack of a better word, the charm of Oblivion and Morrowind are just more interesting to me. Absolutely same here, Boko. Recommend Guilty of Life mods for Quality of Life mods for Morrowind. And there's gotta be. Like, these days, I guess 3D first-person RPGs didn't quite know what they wanted to be back in, what, 2002? 2001, I think it came out, because it was original Xbox, if I remember correctly. Yeah, well, it definitely was. I know it was. Yeah, so I guess they didn't really know what they wanted to be, so they kind of tried to follow on from, like Baldur's Gate and all the other dice-rolly isometric RPGs from the time, which are incredible in their own right, but first-person combat definitely needs to be different. Gotta become fit too. Can Shoddy's head shut? Yes, they absolutely can, except for the one I have right now is trash. It spreads far too fucking much. I have to assume the DLC weapons are included, thanks to the Legendary Edition existing. There's some incredible shotguns that are just not shotguns, but fall under the category because BioWare were too lazy to make their own, like, weapon of mass destruction category. And I'm very excited to show those to you. As much as I love the big magical fist, the largest fist in the West. Are we in the West of what at this point? It's not the world, it's not a country. We are on a ship. I guess that's just the largest fist on the port bow. Sounds like over the tannoy, like clean up in aisle 3. Large fist detected. Increase impact radius by 30%. Force and damage. It's always got to be the force and damage. It's the way I live my life. Violence solves absolutely fucking everything, and I will not be hearing any other word to it. You're wrong if you doubt me. Like, disagreement with Nan at Christmas dinner? Break out the sledgehammer. Fight to the death. Either you get an apology you deserve, or she gets her next hip replacement free of charge. Win-win. Win-win, at least in the UK. Otherwise, you might be crippling her financially forever. NHS supremacy. Biotic detonations by 50%. Distance it cascades. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of really fucking like that. That's weirdly, strangely good. It's rare I go for anything other than force, but Nan, you know, watch your back and everything, but you seem to be safe, at least for one more day. Suspend targets in the air for a short time, increase recharge speed. We're gonna suspend them. Oh, but I really like the way they look when they crash the fuck down. Undo. Undo, undo, undo. Now, not all of them, you fucking idiot. Okay, well, now I get to doubt all my fucking decisions and go all over again. Maybe I do want the force. I'm sorry, Cascade, I've changed my mind. I needed the largest boom possible. Oh, and then I fucking went... We're sticking with it. Whatever. I don't doubt myself. I'm confident for the first time in my entire goddamn life. Fitness gives barrier upgrades! Dude, thank you so much. You're right. Oh, you are so right! Increase recharge speed of biotic charge after an enemy is killed by heavy melee. Always forget that heavy melee exists. I don't even think that Nova's a punch, actually. I think it might be like a giant, like, superhero landing, now that I think about it. So we are going to put a couple of points into that. But if I'm putting points into that, then I also need to put points into fitness and, you know, stretch out those creamy hamstrings, or otherwise our barrier just, it won't regen fast enough. And with Nova, it's very high risk, very high reward. You're jihading all your pretty little fashion boys off every single time, so it is really fucking dangerous to even try. Oh, okay, Alliance Officer, I think we're just gonna max out first, because I like you being good at being you. Except when you're Ash, I should probably leave you at level 0. You are the least ashy Ash of all time. Health and shield bonuses, weapon damage. No one's dying yet. Sniper oh, you use a fucking sniper? Increase squad mate weapon damage. Assault rifle by 60. I imagine that means you'll increase my damage as well. And you know what? I'm gonna be a greedy piece of shit. Fuck you, Ash. I'm never letting you use your shotgun ever again, just because I kind of feel bad that I cucked you out of it. Inferno Nade, no. Accuracy and firing rate. What else does that improve? Oh, that's just what the ability does. It doesn't do any kind of, like, extra damage or anything, except firing rate, I guess, naturally will boost your DPS. Disruptor ammo. Wonder if you can have multiple ammos on a weapon at once. Or if I will then have to choose between my fire and my shield fuckers. I'm gonna give you concussive shot, because only Anderson had that in his tiny pea shooter, but it was really, really useful. Impact radius by 1.5. No, we're gonna... Oh, frozen targets. But it doesn't freeze targets on its own, and she doesn't have any kind of freezing abilities. Ah, you give it the properties of active ammo power, enabling it to burn, freeze, disrupt, warp, or pierce armor. Okay, no, I like that. I like that a lot. Not that I can really shove anything more into you. You are full, Ashley. You are full to the fucking brim. I appreciate you guys sticking around while I'm just doing boring menu shit for like 30 full minutes. Mwah. Mwah, mwah. Much love. Pure biotic. Absolutely. What makes you so pure? Like, is it because you don't really do anything else? Because you only really have a pistol other than that? What did she have in Mass Effect 2? They actually finally give her an SMG. And she was moving up in the world. She was trying out other shit. Now she's back to the power of her magic fingers. Health and shield. Recharge time of all powers. Definitely what we want to go with her. Force and duration. Recharge speed of all squad mate biotic powers. Or her singularity. No, fuck it. My biotic's much more important than anything cool you can do. I'm the hero of the story. Not the blue bitches. You are just my harem. Stasis. Warp. I want warp. Warp gets ultra fucking powerful later on, and I think I'm gonna get your singularity to level 3 as well. We'll unlock stasis, just because at this point a lot of things are trying to slip by the fucking wayside. Your singularity does a good enough job of stopping them, but I think stasis allows you to fuck people even while they're all shielded up, right? Give me time to make some tea. Oh, fuck yeah, Boca. What even is biotics? You mean, how does it, like, work? It's just like weird space wizardry, but it's also... the nerves, it's like machine, you've got an amplifier linked up to your, like, central nervous system. And it uses, like, electrical brain pulses to basically create the force. It's something we learned, if you're touched by EZO, it sort of powers up your...
Hopefully we can override it at the security station. It's just
powers up your nervous system to be capable of doing it. I believe Asari are the only ones who are able to do it naturally without any kind of technology messing with you, and that's why Kaiden is the walking headache and no other personality whatsoever. Because I believe he was a very, very early, like, prototype of a certain kind of human biotic, and he just sucks. They did it wrong, and for some reason didn't throw him out in the trash with all the other dumpster babies.
No
he got
kidding.
filtered through, no post-natal abortion for him.
It's the only way I know of.
We'll skirt around.
Space magic, absolutely.
I'll move up first.
Oh, Ashley, you're not even wearing a skirt! Didn't you listen to him?
Don't let
You
it
fucking idiot. Shepard, break out the kilt! It's time for Scotland! For some reason. For the sake of all haggis.